Hello everybody, welcome to the month of June vlog. I'm AlexiaNikole and I'm living my life by design. I just pulled up at my new listing, about to put the for sale sign, coming soon sign in the yard. We were supposed to be taking photos tomorrow and things like that, but she's a little behind, so we've pushed back the photos until Monday, which is, you know, hey, whatever, on her time. It's all good. So that's what's going on right now. The parentals house, we were supposed to close on that last week. We were supposed to close June 4th or June 5th. No, the 4th was the Friday. I was actually on vacation, living my best life, but trying so hard not to work, y'all. And I really did really good. I think I only maybe had 3 real estate conversations while I was away for the week. So kudos to me. But one of those was closing got delayed for the sale of my parents' house because the buyers are moving from Minnesota, and they needed some documentation that had to do with their finances from the county. And because of COVID, everything is still delayed. So we ended up having to push back closing about a week to get that document. So we've gotten that documented, and we will close on the sale of the parents' house tomorrow. Yay. And then other than that, still working with Travis, trying to get him under contract on something. Got some new buyers and some renters as well, some people that want to lease. It's the month of June. Let's see how it goes. All right, so this is the house. Got the sign in the yard. Why is it leaning? Anyways, coming soon. Okay, fixed it. Not as leaned. Hello, happy closing day. Finally, it is closing day for the parents. As y'all can see, I just left Specs and picked up my stepfather's favorite bottle of scotch. I was trying to find Stone's ginger wine for all my Caribbean people for my mother, but they didn't have it at this location, so I just got her a bottle of wine that I know she'll enjoy, and that's that for their closing gifts. It's always kind of like difficult to know what to buy a seller, you know, like for a closing gift, because technically, like, you know, I wasn't in the process of them buying their new home, so you don't necessarily gift them things for a new home because they're selling. So anyways, like usually you could probably pay for, you know, to have the home cleaned or whatever, just, you know, little things like that. Or you could do like something sentimental. I guess I could have done something, you know, I may still end up doing something sentimental of just a picture of the home and, you know, how long they lived there and, you know, things like that. That's actually a really good idea. Why didn't I think about this before closing day? Anyways, we're headed to closing. I'll probably be like a couple of minutes late. My hair needs to be done. That's why I have on the hat. But all is well. What else is going on? Really, yesterday was supposed to kind of be my relaxed day, and I actually worked a little bit harder than I intended to yesterday. So today really is my relaxed day. I had a few consultations yesterday, so I onboarded 2 new buyers. We're getting close to closing for Simone. For Brianna, that will be coming up soon. For Simone and Miss Marilyn, both of them, I need to contact the builders and see how close they are to being finished with the home, so we can go ahead and schedule third-party inspections. Still house shopping with Travis. yeah, and just gonna start quite a bit more house shopping as well. Oh, and yeah, y'all saw that. I put the sign in the yard for Cora's house to get that sold. We were supposed to be taking photos today, but am I repeating myself? Sometimes I forget what I've told y'all, and I'm sorry. But we were supposed to be taking photos today, and we went ahead and postponed that till Monday because she needed a couple more days to get the house ready. So, you know, whatever. I think I did tell y'all that. And yeah, just other things here or there, you know, and everybody else is just kind of still in the building process. So we're busy. We are busy. And I've been off from flying I didn't fly all of May, y'all. Supposed to go back to flying June 17th or something. I don't know about that trip because I feel like I'm gonna be busy, so I'm trying to drop that. But I am gonna fly one time this month, just in case y'all are still wondering, am I a flight attendant? I am. And y'all remind me, did I tell you all what was going on with Brianna's? I'm sure I mentioned it because this was happening before I left to go on vacation. So you all know we ended up having to change the contract from 3 lots to the 2. And we were waiting for the appraisal to come back in. So when we changed it from 3 lots to 2 lots, we dropped the price to $320,000 instead of $330,000. We did get the appraisal back the other day, and it came in right at $320,000. So that's good. The seller really does still want her to purchase the other lot, and she still wants to purchase the other lot. I haven't talked with him directly, of course. I only talk with his agent, but she's, you know, this will be all of our first times even somewhat dealing with owner financing situation. He just really wants to get rid of the lot, and he said that, you know, he's willing to work with her and, you know, what she can afford and things like that. But that process will just basically be taken care of after we close on the sale of the property. So I just wanted to give y'all that update. The appraisal came back in good. She actually just emailed me some documents that I need to send Brianna to sign. I need to find out if he's done with all of the repairs, because there was quite a bit of things on the home that needed to be repaired. Because remember, it is a new construction home, but it's I believe they had started building on the home in 2018. So there was some things that just were not functioning properly. So yeah, we need to find out if, you know, he got all the repairs completed so we can go ahead and send out the inspector again so he can re-inspect, and we can just, you know, see where we stand with that. Yeah, that had just popped up in my head, and I know I hadn't told y'all about the appraisal, so there y'all go. There's that update. And we'll be closing on that this month too, so you should be able to see that a little later. How you feel, Junior?
Feel great when I collect the money.
Thanks, Natalie.
Oh my God, my realtor. Isn't she sweet? Look what she gave me. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy.
You think you'll keep her?
I might. Sold by the one and only AlexiaNikole.Realtor. The best there is, after me, that is.
Are you done with your testimony? All right. It is so disrespectfully hot in Houston. These summers are just brutal, okay? It's 91 degrees. The feels like says 102. And I got on this old polyester shirt that's just making me sweat everywhere. I had to take the hat off and put on the headband. Y'all, my roots need to breathe. I thought my day was over, but that's because I forgot. Thank God for a calendar, because if I had to go by my brain, life would be over. I have to go show a lease listing in Cypress at 5:30. It's 4:56 right now. So I'm headed that way. Hopefully we can just knock that out pretty quickly. She's pretty much decided this is where she wants to be. And yeah, so she's gonna go take a look at it in person. I've actually seen these before. I looked at these for another client and she decided against them. But now this client, she, I believe, is deciding she wants to go for it. So, yay! Leases are they're easy peasy for the most part, so that's always good. Whew, y'all, the heat just has me so discombobulated. I forgot to show y'all. But she liked it. I spoke with the management company over there. They have been bombarded with lease applications, so they said currently they aren't taking any more, just for a couple of days, just to allow them time to catch up and process all of the applicants that they have received. And also they don't do any leasing until 30 days before your move-in date. It's a brand new community. It looks like they even still have units that they're still building and putting together. Her move-in date is for, she doesn't have a set date. It was kind of like a situation like mine. Like, she was at home with her parents, so she's really flexible. But she's saying end of July. So I just told her, hey, I'll call property management back on next week, Monday, Tuesday, see if they're taking applicants, and you can decide on the lease date. And then we'll just go from there. So that's pretty much a wrap. That's easy enough. Yeah, now I'm headed home to go take a nap because I'm literally defeated by this heat. Defeated. I have been a naughty vlogger today. Hello, y'all. Welcome to the 11th day of the month of June. It's been a day already, and it's only 3:45. I started off with a lot of things to do on the computer. Went and got my hair done, and then I just left a lease walkthrough with a new client. I'm going to list their house for lease. They're just doing some finishing touches. They had some damage from the winter storm here in Texas, so they had been getting things done and completed on the home. Why does it want me to go this way? So anyway, so just left the house. It's a really nice house, and I low-key really wish they would wanted to sell it because I got a few clients that would buy that house. But I also have a few clients that might want to lease it. But of course, with leases, they're looking for somebody that wants to lease it for, longer than 12 months. They don't want that constant turnover year after year. Their last tenant was in that house for 10 years. So anyways, so they're gonna do some finishing touches tomorrow, Sunday. No, tomorrow's Saturday. So probably Sunday, I will start working on getting the lease agreement together. Have a photographer probably try to go out Tuesday, get the pictures ready, and yeah, that's it. Now we're headed to go look at another house with Travis. Hopefully he really likes it. Me and the listing agent are cool. He's at KW where I came from, and so I called him and I was like, look here, I don't want no issues. If my buyer wants this house, like, let's get this thing under contract. So hopefully all goes well. So yeah, let's carry on. Haven't showed you all the house in a minute, so let's go in before my client arrives. The street, it's a little, got some cementing going on over there, but it looks nice and quiet. Some lights turned on, so this is your foyer area. So right here to the right, you have a study. They have it set up as an additional bedroom, but there's no closet, so it's definitely a study, and it has the double doors. So that's good because Travis really wants a study. I particularly love that. This is the garage. Lights aren't working. Your standard 2-car garage. And okay, coat closet. And then we have secondary bedrooms. Little kid bedrooms. Average size. Here's the closet. And then they have a full bath here. Let's see what the tub looks like. Okay, standard. Standard. One sink. And this should be a linen closet. It's a little game closet for them. And then another bedroom, which is their nursery. So the rooms aren't oversized, but they'll do. They're not tiny. Closet. Okay. And then if we go this way, we have the kitchen. Oh, and laundry is right off of the kitchen. All right. Pantry with a little walk-in space, floor storage. Okay. Granite, 4-burner gas cooktop, microwave, you know. Sink. Oh, okay. This isn't bad. I like this. And then over here, we have your living area. Well, this is good. At least they have this wall, because a lot of the houses I've been seeing with Travis, there's been an issue with placement for the TV. So at least there's no issue with that here. A beautiful fireplace, mantle, love that. And then your dining, which Travis, his girlfriend, has been looking with him at homes as well, and she has her input. And I believe this is something that she would like, the placement of the dining area. They aren't a fan of like the bar top. They just don't particularly like that, but that's okay. You know, everything can't be 100. And now here we have the primary bedroom. It's a good size. Well, this is like a full-size bed. Interesting. Full-size bed. And then we have our primary bathroom. So we have one sink here. Your water closet, another sink here. Y'all know I particularly love that. Soaking tub and a shower, which is good because, you know, those standard tub and showers sometimes are really small. At least this shower isn't too small. Linen closet. Made a lot of noise. And then let's check out the wardrobe closet. Okay, this is a massive safe. All right. So, oh, the backyard. How could I forget? Let's go see the backyard. Let's see, are they here? No. Backyard. How does this work? Okay, hold on. All right, so it's a good sized yard. Backs up directly to this school. Okay, that'll be something to discuss. But the yard is a really good size. Yep, and then it has a little bit of built out covered patio. But I do love the yard size. I'll get rid of the playhouse because they don't have any children. And he's calling. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. It is the 12th day of June. That's not where I'm turning. It is the 12th day of June. I am headed to go meet a new buyer. Yeah, we have about 5 houses to see today, and then I have one house to show Travis then I have one house to show Travis. That house yesterday, in my opinion, was perfect, but it's not for me. So they decided not to move forward with the house that we saw yesterday because they felt like it was just a little bit over their comfortable monthly mortgage. It is $270, which is the top price point for them, or for him. But the tax rate, remember y'all, I know I've spoken about this before. Taxes in the area definitely make a difference on what your monthly mortgage is going to be. I mean, y'all know taxes. So we may look at a house that's $270 in a different area and they have a lower tax rate, 2.3, 2.5, that still keeps their mortgage kind of below that $2,000 price point that they're comfortable with. This particular house from yesterday had a 2.99 tax rate. So that was putting them a little above $2,000, which some may say, well, you know, a couple of dollars doesn't make a difference, but it does. That adds up, and you just have to, you know, you have to be comfortable with and stay within your budget, and I wholeheartedly respect that. And the location was a little further than I guess what they've agreed on. So the aesthetic of the home, the build of the home, the layout of the home, all of that was perfect. But you know, so we're going back out today to look at something else. I'm about to go get a smoothie and then go meet Sierra. Good Monday morning, everyone. Good Monday morning. It is Monday, June 14th. We are just rolling back to back these days of work. I am headed to where am I headed, y'all? Oh, I am headed to Cora's house. The photographer is on his way there now, so we're going to get some photos done, then hopefully get her listing live Wednesday. It usually takes about a 24-hour turnaround time for my photographer to take the photos and get them back to me. So yeah, that's really all we have today as far as like out and about in the streets. I do have quite a few things that I do need to do via the computer today. So when I get done with that, I'm gonna either head back home or to my mother's house where the dogs are right now. No Smoothie King this morning. We got our own Alexia mix. This still a smoothie, but you know, I'm trying to save some coins. Anyways, y'all, let's go see what Miss Cora has done with the house. I remember what I wanted to tell you all. I decided to finally hire a transaction coordinator, or team up with a transaction coordinator for this particular transaction. In one of my Q&As or whatever, I think I've just kind of been talking about how, like, you know, a little overwhelmed with the amount of business that I have received, you know, in a short span of time. So with that being said, I've been saying I need help to balance and do all kind of things, right? In the real estate world, there's such a thing as a transaction coordinator, which you still have to be a licensed real estate agent to do, but all they really do is the paperwork side of the business, right? Which is a lot of work. It is a lot, just having to keep up with everything. You know, you have to keep up with all the dates, make sure this addendum is signed, make sure this is done. So doing that takes a lot of time away from me being able to just really be the face of the business, go out and get more clients and do all of that stuff, because I get stuck behind the computer. Like I was telling y'all, I'm gonna have to get back home and get stuck behind the computer, where if I team up with a transaction coordinator, now I can release all of that to that person. My phone's ringing, hold on, I'm not answering it. Now I can release all of that, hand that over to the transaction coordinator, and they will do all of that communication between them and my client, and of course keep me in the loop, right? And then that just frees me up to just go out and get more business. So I spoke about it a little bit. It's just like having support. So how do you pay a transaction coordinator? I know there's, you know, people that watch these vlogs. One, they either or looking to buy or sell a house, or you're wanting to be a realtor. So I just share all the information regardless of which end you're on. So for me, I'm working with somebody that solely does transaction coordinator. She doesn't actually practice selling real estate. From what I know, she only does transaction coordinating. I met her years ago. So they get paid basically a flat fee once the transaction closes. So you don't really have to pay them ahead of time, which is really good because deals, they bust, right? Like deals will go under. So that is one really good benefit. And then there's different types of packages that they offer. So she could do just like the pre-listing stuff for me, which I've already done with this particular client pretty well. I've done some of it, not all of it, because it's a lot of paperwork. Or she could do just the pre-listing part, which means, you know, she gathers all the documentation that is needed so you can get it ready to be listed, which can take, you know, some time, just depending on how swiftly the client is moving. Or she can do pre-listing all the way to closing, which means she will handle every single piece of paperwork from the moment we get the client to the moment that we sell the house. Or she can just do the contract portion, and then she can also help me with buyers, which you all know I work with a lot of buyers, although, you know, if you have a house to sell, please. She can also help me with buyers and making sure that, you know, all their documentation and everything is just lined up. So I'm really glad I had to take a step out on faith. Oh, and then the pricing, sorry y'all. The pricing, it's really just going to depend, you know, but I believe I looked into a few different ones, and it ranges between, let's just say, $200 to $500 per transaction, which if that $200 to $500 is going to free up a lot of my hours out of the week, it's definitely worth it. It is definitely worth it. So I just wanted to give y'all that little tad bit. We'll see how it goes with this transaction. And I'm excited about it. The next thing that I'll probably be looking for just a little later down the line is a showing agent. I'm going to see how I want to go about doing that. If either I want to, you know, get somebody directly that I know than just work with one person, or I believe there's apps out there. There was an app out there that I had saw a long time ago in email where it was kind of like Uber style, where you could just say, hey, I need somebody to show this house, and you pay them a flat fee per showing. So that, yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Alrighty, also we made it to the house. Let me start from outside and show y'all. Miss Cora is not here. Waiting for the photographer. He told me he was running about 10 minutes late. Traffic. Can't even complain, because that'd be me every day. So here we are. I need to put the trash can in the garage for the photos, but this is the outside of the house. Then got a little porch area here. You walk in, you have your formal dining, and then garage access. That's a coat closet, kitchen, living. This house pretty much looks exactly the same way it was when she bought it, when I was her realtor. This is the first house that I ever sold. So, okay. Then we have the primary bedroom here. She got the carpets cleaned and shampooed, but it looks like there's a few stains she wasn't able to get out. She has these shades on the windows. I need to pull them up to get some natural light in here. The bathroom, I don't know what's going on my phone. Bathroom, shower, tub. This is like a little vanity area. One sink over here. Then we have the closet. It's a good sized closet. Let's go upstairs. Oh yes, there's also a half bath too. So, oh, was this always, it's, so the primary bedroom, so there's a sink in here, but this is a toilet for the primary bedroom, but it also can be used as like the half bath for the first floor, because this door that enters into here can lock. So it's really only 2 bathrooms. I think I need to change the way I have it listed. I think I have it listed as 2.5, and it's technically not. It's only 2 full bathrooms. Okay, let's go upstairs. So upstairs, we need to get some lights and curtains open. So you have your washroom, utility area. Here's another full bathroom. Tub, standard, game area, and then 2 bedrooms. I don't know what this pink stuff is. She has a lot of grandkids. It looks like Play-Doh or something. All right, so that's the house, y'all. We're gonna list it at $205. As you can tell, it's not updated. It's literally the same paint, the same everything as when she bought it almost 5 years ago. So let's get some pictures and let's go. So we got photos complete for Cora's house. He's actually gonna go out tomorrow. Is this where I wanted to turn? This ain't where I wanted to turn. He's gonna go out tomorrow and do photos for my lease listing that's coming up. So knock those out. So that should be able to go live by the end of this week. She still has to get the carpet cleaned, but whatever. And yeah, so we are rocking and rolling. Brianna scheduled her re-inspection for Wednesday all the way out in Fresno. So I'm gonna have to go out there Wednesday morning. I like to get like the run around out in the street stuff done early in the morning. I hate driving in Houston traffic in the evenings and afternoons. So that's why I like to book things. I'd be like, let's do it in the morning. Morning, please. And while I was on my way to the house, I've been noticing this new construction builder, Long Lake, over here. And I just kind of want to see what they have going on, what they have available. You know, as a realtor, you need to know these things, especially in this market when you can't find no houses for your clients. The sale of the parents' house is finally official. I know I said this like last week, but it didn't happen. Something, y'all, real estate, I swear, it's always something. So they ended up signing last week, Thursday or Friday. I don't even remember which day anymore. But they did but the notary somehow didn't print all the documents that needed to be signed by the buyers, which meant, long story short, we had to wait until today for them to finish signing. So the house was not officially sold until literally just a few minutes ago. Yay, the house is sold. Somehow, some way, whatever reason, my clients, aka my parents, took the keys out of the lockbox and didn't put them back. Now I gotta go do that, which, whatever. But it's sold. Yay! Congratulations. Now I can finally collect a check. Because you don't collect no check until, baby, everything is done. The I's are dotted, T's are crossed, funding is complete, okay? Woo! Woo. And I've been on the computer here searching for a house for Travis. I just ran across a coming soon listing. Seems to be in the area that they are comfortable with. Because that offer, I know I didn't tell y'all this. The offer that we put in, we did not win that offer. Somebody else won that lovely offer. Congratulations to them. So I'm scouring the internet looking for a house, and I see one that's coming soon. I sent the agent an email. Hey, are your buyers, hey, are your sellers entertaining any offers before this house actually hits the market? And she said yes. Would you all like to come see it? And I'm saying yes. I haven't even showed Travis yet, but hopefully he'll say yes. He'll, like it enough via the photos. It looks like a nice house to maybe go out and at least look at it and try to get in there before, it hits the market, and then we're bombarded with other competing offers, y'all. Top of the morning, good people. It's Tuesday, June 15th, 10:12 a.m. I got my Smoothie King. I have about 3 more minutes before I can drink it because I just left the dentist, got a little fluoride wash, and I'm hungry. They make you wait 30 minutes. Anyways, we are headed back to the apartment because I forgot to pick up my sign to put in the yard. And then I realized, I said, well, even if you go pick up the sign, I don't have a frame for this particular style of sign. So usually y'all have seen, I use the hanging posts, the tall ones. This sign is, because this house is for lease, my other ones say for sale that hang. So I can't put that one in the yard. So I need to go to the HAR store, Houston Association of Realtors store, and go buy a frame to put the sign in. And while I'm there, I'll probably just buy an additional lockbox as well. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So I'll do that after I go meet the photographer at the house, and just be present while he's there. And then the owner is going to be there as well. Talk to her about some things as far as the lease applicants and criteria that she's going to be looking for in a lease applicant. And yeah, I got the pictures back from yesterday, so that was definitely a little less than a 24-hour turnaround. Love that. Sent those pictures over to the transaction coordinator so she can upload those into the system for me. That is so wonderful, because that allows me time to do other things. Because if I had to do that, that would be probably 30 minutes out of my day sitting behind the computer uploading pictures onto HAR. So transaction coordinator will handle that. Hallelujah. So that's where we're at with it today, y'all. And then I'm gonna really start doing some house hunting online. I enjoy the house hunting portion of it. I really do. So I don't, that's fine. I can sit behind the computer and do that. But I have some clients that I want to house hunt for and see what we can find. I have a lease client and some other clients that are out of state that we need to kind of start narrowing down and figuring out, what they want, what they're looking for, and what I can find. So that's it for today's world of real estate, y'all. Let's go get this sign. All right, so we got the sign. It's 10:15. I'm thinking, I wish the HAR store that I have to go to is off of 59 on far. I got 45 minutes. It'll probably take me 30 minutes to get there, 15, then it's gonna make me late. No. So we need to figure something else out. I can just head to the house. It's fine. I'll just head to the house. All right, y'all. Made it to the HAR store. Need to get me some frames. I didn't see a lease sign though. And a Supra. Then we can bounce. Here we go. All of the, look, for lease. That's what I need. But that has the arrow. I think I just want one of these. 16 by 18, 6 by 24. The 6 like this one? Alright, this is the house, y'all. The up and coming lease listing. Oh, it's a really cute house. I wish they were selling it, but we're leasing it. It has a detached garage, over here. 2-car detached garage. Waiting for the owner to show up so we can put the lockbox on the door, the sign in the yard. Do all of that. Pictures should be back tomorrow. And we'll be ready to roll. Ready to roll. Get this baby leased. I think we're listing it for $2,000 a month. Woo! Sign in the yard, lockbox on the door, aka the door. Now I need to go home. I am not using the transaction coordinator for the lease listing, so I'm missing my turn. So I am pulling up now back to the house. I am done with the streets. Done with the streets. It's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna get the lease listing up on the MLS. I should have the photos back tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and post it without the photo for now. I think MLS HAR, it allows us to have it up there without a photo for a couple of days, which is fine. I just want to get it up there just so, whatever. People can, if they want to drive by, if they want to go look at it, they can. It's available to show now. But let's get it leased. And I sent the pictures to Valerie earlier. I was telling y'all that, the transaction coordinator. So hopefully she has those up on the MLS for the house for sale. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. It is June, the day after yesterday, the 16th. We are currently headed to Fresno, Texas, where Brianna's house is. We're doing the re-inspection today. Yeah. Re-inspection is going to take me about an hour to get out there, 58 minutes. Lord, all this driving. Hopefully, usually we don't do a lot of re-inspections, but because there were so many things on that inspection report, a lot of major things at that, air conditioning, just a lot of big ticket items. I advised Brianna that it would probably be best to have the inspector go back out and see if the things that he noted in his inspection report have been repaired. When we did negotiations with the seller, they did agree to pretty much fix all the big ticket items. There were a few, pretty much everything, honestly. There were a few things that, we were like, okay, that's not, a big deal. So yeah, that's what we're going out there to do today. I'm still waiting on the photos to get back for the lease listing. I did go ahead and put it active, but there's no pictures, so no photos. You're not really going to get a lot of showings, so I need to hurry up and get those photos back and get those posted. Corey's house went active this morning, and I've had 2 calls on it from agents so far. So yeah, that's where we're at with it right now, y'all. Just another lovely day of real estate. All right, bye. So it just looks like they just haven't finished, because there goes some, there's the wood.
Even if the hammer behind.
Yeah, so they must be coming back to so I wonder if he owns this too, or who owns
that land over there.
Yeah, because I think he owns this house, right? The seller.
Oh, he live around here?
I don't know. I have no idea. All right. That was quick and painless. Re-inspection is done. Mr. Russell said there's still some duct work in the attic for the AC that is touching, and it's not supposed to be touching. But other than that, they completed everything. And Corey's calling. All right, so that was easy, painless. Mr. Russell said that they did everything pretty much except for like 2 things that we had on our list of things that we wanted repaired or replaced. And the only thing I'm actually going to go back and ask him to do is, he said the duct work for the air conditioning unit in the attic is still touching. And, that's just a safety issue. So safety issues are always number 1 on my list of things that need to be fixed and repaired. So And he said that's a simple fix. So when he sends his reinspection report, we will ask them to do that. It looks like they're doing the last piece of fencing in the backyard, and we'll be good to go. I met the owner's wife and daughter because I guess they didn't know we were coming today, which that's not my issue. Their agent didn't tell them. But they came over. They were like, "Who are y'all?" But yeah, just ready to get this one closed, y'all, and get Brianna on into her house. When I get on camera looking like this, my hair sticking up, that's how y'all know something is stressing me out, because I do this when things are stressing me. I just spoke with Brianna's lender, my preferred lender, and there has been 2 things that are going to potentially delay closing. We're supposed to be closing Tuesday. She's saying we might not be able to close until Friday now, which is an issue because, a couple days really isn't a big deal, but the seller is supposed to be going out of the country. So if we have to delay it, he might not be here, which we'll have to figure that out. And the 2 reasons why we are potentially going to have this delay is, 1, Brianna is moving from Dallas to Houston, and without giving too much of her tea, they're having a little bit of employment verification issues. She has 2 jobs, and something is not transferring smoothly the way that they need it to verify her employment. So that's one thing. And then now the other thing is the lender's fault, her boo-boo. She was like, I answered the phone and I was like, she's like, how are you doing? I was like, I'm good, I'm good, what's up? She's like, you're not gonna be good after I tell you this. And I'm like, and she's like, one thing is my fault and I'm so sorry. And I'm like, okay, what? Brianna is using down payment assistance, DPA assistance, and there's different forms of down payment assistance programs out here. So long story short, the program that the lender had her using, she misread something. There's a max purchase amount when you use down payment assistance. The program that she's using, or she currently had her using, T-Shack, for whatever range Brianna qualifies, her max purchase price can only be $311 and some change, right? $311,000 and some change. Brianna's house is $325,000 or $320,000, whatever we have it at right now. So clearly that means that, her purchase price is over. T-Shack, it won't work. But this is an easy fix, according to Felicia, the lender. There's another program, Seth, which is the preferred. That's actually the program that I have referred most buyers to look into and, talk to lenders about it and see if they work with that program. I particularly like that program better, and that's probably just because I've used it with more clients than I have T-Shack. But money is money. But Seth will allow her to have the purchase amount. I think they go up to $350 something. So that'll be an easy fix. So she just said she has to do something. It'll take a day for her to, lock Brianna's rate back in and get her under that program. So hopefully it really is that smooth. Now we just have to cross our fingers and pray about this employment verification and make sure that still goes through, and then figure out this closing date situation. Yeah, that's it. I've been here. I got the photos for the rental. I just uploaded those on the MLS, put in some cute little verbiage, try to get this leased. I was about to go to the pool and go for a swim, but I think I need a nap now because I have showings this evening. So I'm gonna go rest my brain a little bit. That did a little doozy on me. I was like, no, it was going so smooth. Goodness. Well, y'all, I've made it out to Atascocita to Miss Marilyn's house just to check on check on it, see how things are coming along. Flooring is done, walls are done. It looks like they just need to do carpeting in the bedrooms. They've got tile up. Now they just need to grout it and then do the sinks. It's looking pretty good. It's coming along. So you have built out patio with porch cover and the backyard. So it's a little bit at an angle, so you don't really have much side yard on this side, but you have all of this, and they're gonna put grass down here and then all of that. My feelings, y'all, have been so hurt. So I went and looked at Miss Marilyn's house. It looks good. And I had been trying to call the sales agent, Creed, for like a week or 2 weeks now. He wasn't responding to me. Like, no response. I'm like, what's up with Creed? And Creed was cool, you know, just nice guy. I get there and there's somebody else sitting in his chair, and he goes, you must be looking for Creed. And I said, yes. It's like, Creed isn't with us anymore. What? Creed just jumped ship and didn't tell nobody? I was like, man, aw. But hey, you know, you gotta do what's best for you and your family, and sad day. Anyways, the house is on track. They're in stage 6. I think there's a total of 8 stages. I don't know. But it's on track. I should be hearing from the other sales agent there within a few weeks to start scheduling walkthroughs and stuff like that. But I'm sad it's not Creed. But I really went up there to check on Miss Marilyn's house, but to also see if they had any inventory for Travis, who I'm headed to meet right now to show him resale home. But we haven't really looked in this area for them, but I think they might like this area. I have to just kind of get them to come out here. But they do have some homes that they'll be releasing July 1st. And there's one 2-story home on here that's right at their price point and has the amount of bedrooms and whatnot that they need. So we'll see. I'll talk to him about it when I meet up with him here in the next hour. I'm just trying to get these clients under contract, y'all. I'm here working, honey, working. All right, y'all. I'm at the house, just waiting for Travis and Tia to show up. Just walked in the neighborhood. I think he's gonna be 50-50 on the neighborhood. But let's look at the house real quick. Let's see. Price is $255. It's about 2,200 square feet, built in 2003. It looks really good though, y'all. I like it. What they really wanted was 3 bedrooms and a study, or 4 bedrooms. This one is only 3 bedrooms, but it still has these 2 spaces down here that could potentially be used as a study, especially this formal area over here. But we'll have to see because it is kind of open. I don't know. I like the house, but just wait for Travis to get here. But wait, then I just realized this is really the only place for a table, a breakfast table. I mean, because, you know, if you have guests and stuff, you want, I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Good morning. Happy Friday. I took the day off yesterday. It was really nice. I mean, my phone rang all day, but that's different from being out and about in the streets. So we have received multiple offers on Cora's home. So yesterday I updated the MLS and sent emails to let everyone know that if they plan on submitting the offer on the home, it needed to be submitted today by noon. And I told Cora then I would meet up with her after that and we could review them. So what I'm about to do now is do a seller's net sheet for her on all the offers that we have received, and then be able to present those to her and say, okay, based on this offer, this is how much you would walk away with, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So let me get to work. Yay! We picked an offer. We had 6 total offers, really 6.5. One was a cash text offer, and they weren't going to be able to meet my deadline of noon today because their client is overseas. They had offered $202 on our house that is $205 cash, but I was like, hey, can you up it to the offer price, and then we may or may not have a deal. He's like, well, it's gonna take me about 24 hours to get them to respond. And I'm like, well, we trying to get this Friday executed contract popping. We had, I believe, 2 conventional offers and 3 FHA offers, or 4 FHA offers and 2 conventional offers, because we had 6 total. Yes. One of them was kind of a low ball, $200,000, and they wanted $8,000 back in closing costs and home warranty and all kind of stuff. They writing offers like this is 4 years ago. No. We can't do that. So remind me not to go this way home. And then another one was, I think I had like 3 of them that were $210, very similar terms in the offer, but they were FHA. Cora's house is listed at $205. The comps show that it really will probably appraise for about $202, $203. You know, we just went with a $205 just in case. So my concern with the FHA offers is, okay, they're offering $210. Oh yeah, there was one for $212. But once we do the appraisal and all of that, it's not gonna appraise for that much, and then we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board of lowering the price to appraisal price, or seeing if they'll come up with the cash and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't even ask them, because with FHA loans, there's already terms within the third-party financing addendum that states with FHA loans, if it doesn't appraise, they can back out of the offer, get the earnest money back, blah, blah. So it's kind of a waste of your breath even asking. Well, not really, but if they wanted me to know, they would have put it in their offer. The 2 with the conventional, I reached out to one. She was offering, I think she was offering $215 or $212 or $210, one of those numbers. I asked her if her clients would be willing to pay. All right, my phone keeps overheating. It's too hot in Texas. Anyways, so one of the conventional offers said no, they would not be willing to pay the difference in appraisal. The other one, they said yes, and they went ahead and sent me the appraisal waiver signed. So and that offer was $210. So went through all the offers with Cora, did all the net sales sheets, and we went ahead and selected that offer, because that's really, as far as just making sure that, you know, she nets the most money, that's the safest one, because now we're guaranteed the $210 regardless of what the home appraises for. And I knew that they would be okay with it, because when you send your offer and everything, it breaks down how you plan to pay for the home. So it showed me that they were going to be paying $105,000 in cash and doing a 15-year mortgage on the other $105,000. So I was like, okay, well, clearly they got some cash. So paying this additional, if it does come to that, should not be a big issue for them. So I asked their agent, and they're cool with it. They do want to do a July 22nd closing, which is a little bit more than a month. Today is June 18th. And I asked her if we could push it up just a little bit, and she said she'll be out of town, which I respect. Everybody needs a vacation or whatever she's doing. So I said okay to that. We can make that work. And yeah, everything else is good. They asked for a home warranty of $500. But at the end of the day, this house is still going to be the best one as far as net sales for Miss Core. So anyways, y'all, carrying on with my day. Let's get. Hi guys and ladies, happy Juneteenth. I just finished showing Travis and Tia some homes. Good news, good news. Before I even met up with them to look at these homes, they called me and told me that their offer on the Syntex homes, the ones that we've been having to place bids on, got accepted. They have a few reservations, but that's good, you know, like that's good. They offered, the asking price is $272 and some change. They offered $280. So they're a little concerned if they went too high on the offer price. They were just not expecting for their bid to get, you know, chosen. So yeah, anyways, that's good. And then we went and still went ahead and looked at the two homes that we had scheduled to see today. The first one is actually really nice, lovely, one-story single family home, 4 bedrooms, and a really huge study, nice size backyard, good location. But this particular home had been on the market, I think today may day 11 or 12. And as y'all know, in this market, if something is sitting that long, it just kind of raises a red flag. So they were originally asking $310,000 for this home. They lowered it to $299,000. And that's, you know, I guess how we ended up seeing it. So it looks really good. That didn't have like a lot of design feature upgrades in it, but it had a lot of like structural upgrades in the home, which is nice. Like they had tray ceilings throughout like the whole living area. You know, just really small things. The only thing to me that was a downfall in the home was it was pretty much completely carpet. And you know, there's just a lot of wear and tear on the carpet. So I do believe they want to put in an offer on this home. The comps, though, I know that area really well, and that's a smaller neighborhood. They haven't had a lot of homes sell over there because it's also kind of a newer neighborhood. I think like 2017, 2016-ish. So I did call the agent. They don't have any offers on it as of yet. So it would be nice if we can get our offer in first and hopefully negotiate something. But we just need to see, you know, what we're going to be willing to offer, because I don't think the house is going to comp for basically $300,000. And, you know, the agent he's very open and honest. He's like, you know, this is a seller that just had that 310 number in his mind, and he didn't really listen to me from the jump. So, you know, we kept it on the market for a couple of days at that price point, and he realized that it needed to be lowered. But even still, even the $299 I still think is a little high. So I'm gonna end up doing the comps here probably in a little bit, send them over to them, and then just, you know, see what we want to offer and hopefully get that. I personally, not that it's my house, but you know, I can always tell y'all my opinion. I personally like this resale home better than I do the new construction home that is an option as of now. Just because the new construction home to me is a little more cookie cutter. You know, doesn't really, it's basic. It's nice house, but it's just basic. And then this one, you know, I like the area better. It's a gated community. You know, I think it gives more of what they were initially looking for, honestly. So yeah, y'all, just wanted to give y'all that little update. that's what happened in the world of real estate today. Now I am headed to go celebrate Juneteenth. See y'all later. Top of the morning. Good morning, people. I'm at my lease listing showing a potential applicant the home. They called the number on the sign. They got me. They said, hey, we want to see it. They called me yesterday, which yesterday was Father's Day. I was like, I'm not working on Father's Day, so we can come see it tomorrow. But hopefully they like it and get a lease. Hey, y'all. So, showed that nice lady and her 4 children the lease property. She asked a few questions, you know, about if she could potentially get a declawed cat because the landlord does not want any pets. And I was like, sis, no pets means no pets. But other than that, she seems like she qualified, so she submitted her application and do all the background check and stuff like that on her. I'm sitting in a parking lot right now. I was going to head back to my side of town, but my mother just invited me to a broker's open house. And basically what a broker's open house is when a listing agent, if you have a house for sale, if you're the listing agent and you want other realtors to come out and view the home, maybe either before putting it on the market or like the first week of having it on the market, just to get feedback from what, you know, other realtors think. This is a luxury listing. I think it's like 1.2 or 1.3 million here in Cyprus. So I was like, okay, I can stop by and do that. It's nice that COVID is like on the downslope of things. So now like business, real estate business wise, like things are starting to get back to normal. You're starting to have more events and functions and just being able to connect in the industry. You know, it sucks just being stuck behind the computer. So I'm in the area and I didn't want to drive back home and then back over here and then back home. My phone keeps overheating. So anyways, I'm working from my car right now. Laptop. Just had a little Chick-fil-A for lunch. What am I doing? I need to touch bases. No, I need to shake some tables on Brianna's situation. We're supposed to be closing this week, y'all. And we need Brianna's closing disclosures today to be able to close by Thursday. So I'm about to start ringing some phones and get some answers because I sent nice text messages this morning and I haven't got the responses that I need to get. So now it's time to turn it up a notch. Travis, I told you all sometime this weekend that his bid got accepted on one of the new construction, but we were still going to go look at another house. Went and looked at this other house. Amazing. Did the comps. The house doesn't comp. This crazy people had listed for $310 and then they dropped it to $299. That's when we saw it. And we went and looked at the house. Perfect layout for them. I feel like I'm repeating myself. A lot of structural updates, but not like a lot of design updates, if that makes sense. Just Google the words I'm using. I don't really have the energy to explain in detail right now. So did the comps, and the comps show that, you know, 275. Really on the low end, 255. And because this home does not have a lot of design updates inside, we really should be going low because it don't have no hardware floors. It's pretty much carpet throughout except for the wet areas, and I think it was just, you know, your standard basic tile. So anyway, so I was like, okay, well, we're not gonna be offensive and offer the man $255 when he asking $300,000. Like, that's rude. And this phone, every time I put the phone over there by the sun, it get hot. I really gotta get another camera. Anyways, so I was like $255. That, you know, we're not gonna lowball the man on his house, right? So my suggestion was to kind of meet in the middle between, and when I do my comps, I do it based on sold price per square foot. So the homes that have sold within usually the last 6 months, see how much it was listed at per square foot, the price, right? And then so it shows you average, it shows you the low, the medium, the high, and the average, right? So usually I go with the average, but the average was giving us that 255. So what I did was I took the low and the high and averaged those two numbers out of what it was selling per square foot, multiplied, boom. I said, okay, well, this would be a fair offer, and it was like 283. Travis was like, well, I want to do 275. So I said, okay, we'll do 275. I can only advise, you do what you want to do. Which it still wasn't a bad offer. 275 was still very fair. So we submitted 275, and they came back and said 295 was the lowest that the seller would be willing to go. He feels like it's a seller's market, and he should be able to get 295 for his home. Now, while I'm talking to the agent, he's telling me that the seller's a bit difficult, and just one of those sellers that kind of want to do whatever it is that they want to do. So I said, okay. I said, well, went back to Travis. I said 295 is what he claims is his minimum. Travis said no. He said 285 max is what I'll do. I went back. 285 max is what we can do. Even the listing agent said that's really fair. That's a really, really fair price. The man still, he ain't want to take his 285. He told his listing agent, we'll wait for somebody more desperate. I said, oh, well, we don't do desperate over here, honey, okay? No. So that's done. There's no more negotiating there because sellers like that. So we'll see if the house is still on the market in a week or so, and if they lower it anymore. Although it is a seller's market, like the house is not worth overpaying for. Some houses are sometimes, but this one I would not advise. So we're waiting for the new construction contract to come, and then Travis will have 3 days to make a decision on that. Travis checked, Brianna checked, Cora, the house that I have for sale. I told you all a few clips ago, we accepted an offer that was Friday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday. I don't know, one of them days last week. And we were all good. 210 conventional appraisal waiver signs. So listing agent texts me Friday, hey, can we go back out and see the house? Sure, of course, which is normal. Some people like to go back out and look at it again. She called last night. Hey, we've mailed off the earnest money. We've mailed off option fee. Title should receive that soon. But I just want to let you know that the buyers decided that they're going to terminate the contract because they feel like they'll have to do too much work to bring the house up to date as they would like it to be. And I was like, man, I was not trying to go into a back on the market situation, which is it's not horrible. It happens. At least they did it early on and didn't waste our full 7 days of option period. Thank God for that. But yeah, so I was like, well, the home, it does need work. To bring it up to 2021, it does need work. The house was built in 2005 or 6 or something. So it needs some work. So I'm just like, oh goodness. So I called Cora this morning, told her we signed the termination and the release of earnest money. We get to keep the option fee because that's what option period is for. You pay to have your option, right? You pay to have the option of wanting to move forward or not. So I think we did $100 option fee. So Cora will get to keep $100 for her time that the house was off the market. And now it's back on the market this morning, and we got showings scheduled already again. So I am very confident that this house will sell. I just really want a cash offer, just so get it done. Yeah, I think that's it. Everybody else is still smooth sailing and building. I have a few calls that I need to make. Got some inquiries for some new clients over the weekend, but it was Father's Day and I was kind of big chilling. So, hey y'all, let me work on the little shopping center parking lot here. So, update. What I tell y'all, when I get stressed, I start doing it. The situation is pretty much the same from Friday to today, which I know it's the weekend and not much really happens, but it's 2 o'clock now. You know, people start closing doors and shutting off phones at 5. So we are still dealing with verification of employment things for Brianna. Basically what happened was both of her jobs, both BOOOF, both of her jobs filled out her verification of employment incorrectly. One put the wrong amount of money and one put a wrong ending date of employment. So it's taken a little effort to get to the correct people to make these corrections in a timely manner, right? And we need both of these jobs for Brianna to qualify for her loan. The other thing is Brianna's rate still has not been locked in, and Felicia's waiting on that. You know, she's waiting to do that to make sure verification of employment is good, because you don't want to lock a rate with all kind of other nonsense going on. So those are really the two things. So we're just really playing with timing right now. The seller is going out of town and the listing agent is really pushing for this to close by Thursday. When I just got off the phone with Anna, who is the processor, the loan processor, she was like, well, I told them, to push it to the 30th, to the end of the month. And I'm like, sis, what? So I don't know. We need the CD, the closing disclosure. So we need everything to be verified and good by the end of the day. And then Felicia to lock in the rate today. And that takes a 24-hour process. Then it has to go to underwriting and then they have to approve it. And then the official CD has to go to Brianna. And then you're technically supposed to wait 72 hours. So, I mean, I just don't, I don't like these things, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As long as we get it closed, I do feel bad, because the listing agent really wants to be there in person for her closing, but sometimes we just can't do that. Heck, I might not even be able to be there for the closing because I got to go to work. So that's where we're at with it. Let's go to this broker's open house now, y'all. Let's go. So we're here at the broker's open house. It doesn't look like there's many people here yet, but this is lovely. I wonder how big this land is. This must definitely be a unrestricted, probably no HOA for sure area, which is always nice. Good morning, good people. Really, I think it's almost afternoon now, 12 o'clock, June 22nd. I've been going since I woke up about 7 o'clock this morning. We got a offer on Cora's house yesterday, so I'm reviewing that right now. It looks good. It's a full price offer. They're offering to pay for the title policy, not asking for any closing costs. The only thing they're asking for is a home warranty policy of $580. I did have a verbal cash offer, and they were in the midst of writing up the offer and sending it to me. But then he said they just got another one of their offers that they submitted, accepted, and they preferred that house better. So I'm just like, all right, fine, cool. I'm not really going to wait out for any other offers. I'm about to call this buyer's lender and make sure that they have vetted her fully and we won't have any loan issues. So I know I've mentioned this once or twice. There's a difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. So I want to make sure that she is, pre-approved fully, not just pre-qualified. Pre-qualified is just the basics, right? Like you put in on the computer, I make this much, I have this job, whatever, and the computer says, all right, you're pre-qualified. Then the pre-approval goes into them actually requiring for you to submit documentation, looking at your tax statements and things of that nature. So it's the next step, right? And then even sometimes which is my preference, especially when I'm working with buyers as well, for them to go ahead and start submitting you into underwriting as well, even though you may not have secured a property yet, but they're still vetting to make sure that, your income and your credit and everything is where it needs to be. So once you do actually get under contract, we can fast forward this process a little bit. That's what truly takes, the 28 to 30 to 45 days when you're buying a home using a lender is the loan processing and underwriting portion of it. So see here, she has a conditional approval letter from Guild Mortgage. It says she's approved for $190,000 at a 2.99 interest rate. I'm sorry, she's approved for $225,000, but then that would make her loan amount $190 because I guess I don't know how much she's putting down, but 84. Oh, she's putting down about 16%. Conventional loan, which is good. Less stipulations, lesser requirements with conventional loans. This letter looks a little janky though. They don't even got like a header or whatever they call it. But hey, that's definitely why I'm about to call them, because it really looks like they typed this up themselves. LaTanya White is the mortgage loan originator. She has her license ID on here. Cool. Let me give her a call. And then, what else? Brianna, we one more thing to get that clear to close. That handled this morning. Simone, which I haven't talked about in a minute. We're going to go ahead and get her inspection scheduled for next week because her closing is coming up next month in July 30th. But her home is pretty much done. It was going to be done a month in advance, but she still didn't want to close until July. So that's that. Trying to get my landlord to pick one of these tenants applications. We got 2 in that are pretty solid. So I'm like, I don't know what else we're waiting for. Pick. Yeah, and everything else is just kind of minor. So that's the check-in for today, y'all. Bye. Hello, people. Today is June 26th. We did not close on Brianna's house last week. I ended up going to work because that was just delayed. Just got back from work today. We're closing on Brianna's house on Tuesday. Finally got the clear to close, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, I think, when I had went to work. So I was like, yay, good, finally. I'm gonna go do her walkthrough tomorrow and just do a virtual walkthrough for her. And then when I landed back in Dallas today, I got an email from the buyer's agent on Cora's house now this buyer wants to terminate their contract, and they didn't even tell me why. Which, whatever. So, which is annoying, y'all. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed, but it is what it is. It's the game of real estate. They may have, I can only assume, you know, maybe she won another offer. I don't even know, because once again, they didn't even do an inspection. And in my gut yesterday, my gut was telling me that something was off, because I was like, well, dang, we're going into day 4 of option period. We did a 7-day option period with them, or day 5. I think tomorrow, no, the 29th ended option period. Anyway, 28, one of them days. Anyways, we're going into multiple days of them not even mentioning, hey, we're going to schedule the inspection for this day, or whatever the case may be. So my gut was telling me something was a little off. And then I got that email today. And so I was like, okay, well, so I'm going to send Corey the document to sign, terminate that. They get their earnest money back. We get to keep the option money, which is like, I think they did 150 or whatever. Or Corey gets to keep the option money, not we. I say we because we're, you know, I represent her. When I say we, that's what I mean. But the money's going to her, not me. And then I'll put it back on the market literally right now. And we're just going to move forward with showing the house. With the lease, I was almost contemplating and thinking that I was going to talk to them tomorrow, the house that I have listed for lease, and say, hey, we might need to lower the price, because I've been getting so many phone calls from people that I'm gonna guess maybe they're qualified, you know, as far as credit wise and things like that, but they're just saying, you know, they don't want to spend the $2,000. But I just got a text message from an agent that says, you know, they have somebody that makes the income, credit is good, no pets, you know, so they sound like really good applicants. So hopefully they'll apply, we'll run their background, and everything will come back looking good. So that's where I'm at with that. Everything else in my mind is just kind of jumbled up. So, and I'm hungry, so let me get home and just go from one job to the next job. Hey y'all, happy June 27th. That's H-Town Day. I'm trying to turn these lights off. I just finished doing the walkthrough with Brianna for her house that we're closing on Tuesday. Okay, where's this light switch at? Everything looks pretty good. Other than the fact that I don't know where the light switch is for right here. This house has so many light switches. Everything looks good. Let me show y'all the backyard real quick. She's so excited about this yard. All this space, y'all. All this space. We still haven't worked out the deal for this part. They're gonna do owner financing on that. But whatever, we'll figure that out. We know she's gonna buy it. And so yeah, this is the house. Y'all have seen the house, so I'm not gonna do a whole tour again. I had Brianna on FaceTime because I know she lives in Dallas. And she's like, oh, I can drive down, then I can drive back down. I'm like, we're not gonna be doing all that driving. Well, we, but her, like, it's just crazy. So she's happy. She's taking notes of everything that, you know, she wants to update and make changes to and all of that. But other than that, figure out ways to like cover up and hide. Like, this is the water well, the propane tank in the back, the septic. Like, figure out nice design things for the yard that can kind of camouflage this stuff. So she said she was gonna do something over here and all kind of stuff. Oh, I forgot to turn off those lights. Let me go back, turn those lights off. Hello, good people. Today is, what's today? Today is June 29th. It is closing day for Brianna, and I'm not able to actually make it to the closing itself because I have a doctor's appointment and just, it's a lot to explain, but the timing just wasn't working out. So I am going to meet her once funding is complete at the house, and you know, give her opportunity to take her pictures because she deserves that. You know, just make sure everything went smoothly. The lender will be at closing, which made me feel a lot better because I mean, one, who wants to miss a closing? But I really could not get these doctor's appointments rescheduled until like the end of the year, and that was just, I couldn't do that. So I asked the lender, Felicia, if, you know, she was going to be present, and she said yes, she will be there, which I'm hoping she's still there, because she just texted me and was like, she said her daughter's water broke, and, you know, she got to be on standby for that, which I totally get. But I just don't want Brianna to be there, you know, alone without her representation. Not that she necessarily needs representation at the closing, but because the title company escrow officers, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how to explain their documentation. But it's just always nice for your client to be there with someone she's more familiar with, i.e. her realtor or her lender, because we are the two people that she has spoken with throughout this process, you know, almost every day about everything that's going on. So yeah, I'm a little sad that this timing just, I couldn't get it to work. But I do have a inspection walkthrough to get to also, so I'm gonna try to catch the tail end of that. That's not too far from my doctor's appointment. That's the only reason I can actually really make it there, because that shouldn't take too long. I just really want to go show face. Simone is going to be there. I believe Russell is doing her inspection, but, you know, I just want to go and make sure she's comfortable with everything, and then, you know, we'll get the report and all of that, and then my doctor's appointment is like 10 minutes down the road from there. And then after that, I will go to the other side of the world to congratulate Brianna on her closing. So, yeah. I just have a lot to do today in regards to real estate and personal life, because I'm going out of town tomorrow. So, you know, I need to get some things together for that too. So that's it, y'all. That's it. So just finished the inspection. Mr. Russell says that the only major thing that he sees is the siding on the home, like the actual boards on the side of the home, are warped. So he said they're warped pretty badly. Like, you can look at it and like actually see like the waves in the boards. So that's going to be one major thing that he writes up, and everything else was pretty much just cosmetic. He said the dishwasher wasn't running. So he's going to note that. But they really weren't even done with the home yet, which kind of caught me by surprise, because this home is supposed to be done July 1st, which they're very close. Like, it's just really just like little finishing touches and stuff. But I really would have thought that the home would have been completed by the time we've done inspection. Because, you know, because when I text the listing agent for the builder or whoever he is, he's like, oh yeah, you can go next week and early next week, and he didn't mention anything about the home not like being fully done. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna make sure that we do a walkthrough with them as well to point out. I saw a lot of cosmetic things that need to be pointed out, so I'm definitely gonna make sure that we get a walkthrough done with them as well. Now I'm on my way to go eat with Simone, and then on to the next thing. Hello, y'all. Let me take this off. So Brianna had her closing went well, funded. She got her key. I did what I had to do. Now I'm on my way to Brianna's new house to go congratulate her, drop off her closing gift. But where am I going. We're still not done because we still need to figure out the other lot, you know, write up the contract, the agreement on that with the seller. Remember, they're doing the owner financing for that. But he's out of town, his agent's out of town, I'm about to go out of town. You know, I want to give her just a second to breathe and enjoy this move-in, and then maybe next week we'll tackle that. It definitely won't be long because we definitely need to get it under some type of legal arrangement. So yeah, congratulations to Brianna.
It was great, quick. It was less than 2 months. Way easier than I expected. I was super nervous, but once we got going, then it just kind of took off. And Alexia was there the whole step of the way. So if you need a realtor,
call me. Alrighty, y'all. It's 8 p.m. I just got off the phone with Miss Core to go over the offers that we received on the house for the third time. We received 3 written offers. I had some other offers come through, just like, but no actual contract. So I'm like, we need the contract. So real offers. One was for $210, one was $205, one was $195. $210 is conventional. They're offering to pay title policy. They're not asking for home warranty, no seller contributions, no nothing. The only thing we countered with on that offer, that's the one that we chose. $195 was, you know, just a low ball. The $205 was FHA and, you know, whatever. So we just decided to stick with conventional. She's only doing $80,000 in the loan. She had, agent's calling me back. Hello? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she said the 5-day option period is fine. Now, do I need to make that change and get her to initial it first and send that page over to you? Or do you want to make the change and I'll just have the buyer initial it?
Yeah, I'll just make the change and we can just have the buyer initial it. That's fine.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and arrange for inspections tonight then.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Look forward to working with you.
Same here. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Boom. Offer accepted. 5-day option. Oh, yes. The reason I advised court to do the 5 days, just so we don't waste any more time. The second buyer, well, the first one, they terminated within 2 days. They didn't really drag it out. But the second one, she did a 7-day and she waited like 5 of the 7 days, which, granted, yes, they paid for that time, but it's a waste of time. Like, come on. So 5 days, they were offering $200. I said, we'll do the 5 for the $150. You know, we ain't gonna keep your $200 like that. Well, whatever. Just to, you know, because if one more person decides they don't want to move forward for whatever reason, then at least we're not wasting 7 whole days. So, yippee! Once again, gonna send the documents. Actually, all right. My brain is tired, y'all. All right, bye. Good morning, good people. It's June 30th. I'm at the Lease house. We've leased it. Come pick up my sign. Before I break a nail. That's me. Get my sign, get the lockbox off the door, and biz outs.